Hello there everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Thomas Krallo and I'm bringing you this very important Bitcoin video and cryptocurrencies in general. And a lot of people right now, I'm just seeing it on Twitter, I'm seeing it on YouTube, a lot of crypto influencers are saying long Bitcoin right now, long. Oh, so I've decided I gotta make a video today. So I was gonna take a break today, but I cannot just miss this reason to make a video to at least offer some insight into whether it's a really good idea to long Bitcoin right now. So let's just talk about this real fast and let's just take a reasonable, cool approach from top to bottom, so to speak. So we'll take a look at all the things that are looking very good, very bullish, and that that's the reason why people are screaming long Bitcoin right now. This is the bottom, and also gonna take a look at some of the things that I think are erasing all of it. So for that reason, please watch this video till the end. All of it. It's very important. I know it takes time, but your money is more important than just a little bit of time. So watch this video from the beginning and until the end. And as always, if you're brand new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you're always notified when I make a new upload, and always watch them as soon as they come out and from the beginning and until the end to get anything out of them. And as always, there is a link to my free Telegram channel down in the description of this video. Really cool trading community. So join us. It's free and it's super useful. We've made a lot of money recently. Our trades have been just insane. So we called basically the up run and then the down run. So it was absolutely incredible. Okay, without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. And guys, girls, as always, please leave me a like. I always like to see this small token of appreciation and thank you in advance. If you want to dislike it at the end, that's really up to you. So first things first, the reason why so many people almost forgot that we're still taking in squad members to WSOT. We are like 100 people right now, so let's get to 200 people, and you can join my squad. And if we trade well, and we are trading really well in our squad, then we can claim up to $8 million in prizes and also incredible NFT giveaways. And it's just all absolutely insane. NFT giveaways are going to be on the 22nd of June. Also, they're going to give, Bybit is going to give away cool Bitcoin as well as Ethereum, and they're going to be 10xing random accounts. Really crazy stuff. So sign up to be in my squad, link in the description as well as in the pinned comment. All you have to have is a $500 in your Bybit account. And remember that if you use my link also in the description or in the pinned comment to Bybit, you will get up to $4,100 in free bonuses on top of your initial deposit, only if you're going to use my exclusive link. And also 0% maker fees for 30 days, and you can participate in this WSOT joining my squad. So let's go, let's do it. Okay, so a lot of people are screaming long because if they're gonna go to the weekly chart, they're gonna turn on 200 moving average, and we are saying it right here. So basically, as everybody is saying, 200 moving average has been very important for us, and it has held up the price like crazy in the history of Bitcoin, and it is absolutely the case. So it certainly is a good sign that we're currently right at this support, right? So if we're gonna go to, let's go to this chart, that looks quite weird, doesn't it? Well, anyway, so we certainly are at it right now, and we broke below this blue support and the green support that has been always very important for us as well. Let me turn off the moving average so you can see it. And we certainly are in this historical buy area. And certainly, guys, girls, I gotta tell you, I'm buying like crazy right now. Altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of it. So, but the question is, should you be longing it, with leverage and risking your money? And this is the purpose of this video. So, if we're going to turn on the moving average once again, we'll see that, somehow maybe it's a good idea. But again, that's why I made this video. Watch it till the end. Let's take a look at, for example, let's turn off the moving average. And by the way, if you looked at the volume, then we cannot really call this capitulation volume, just by the way, right? So this is one thing already that I don't really like, and is that we're not really seeing a capitulation volume like we really want to see, huge volume, something like this, which we're not really seeing. We saw some here, but not here. So whatever, this is just one small bit of information that is, in my opinion, important. But let's move on to other stuff. So let's, for example, take a look at RSI. This is what everybody is screaming about as well, that this is the historical moment, and let's take a look at it. Also in the weekly chart. We're going to see that the RSI is going below 30. So this is the historical buy area. Whenever we saw, for example, a dump, as we've seen in 2018, so RSI is currently going lower than in 2018. So it just signalizes an incredibly oversold market situation. And so it was, for example, here in the COVID crash, it actually was higher than we are at right now. And also it's going even almost lower than in 2015, this dip right here. So a lot of people are screaming, this is the reason why they're longing right now. Okay, that's fine. So that's again, good thing, right? So it could say that, oh, potentially we can long. But let's take a look at some more stuff that I've prepared. And that's going to be, not this one right here as an example. This is going to be entity adjusted dormancy flow. And I will see that the dormancy flow currently is going below our green box. And if you want to know what dormancy flow is, you can Google it. I just don't want to make this video 30 minutes again, because you always complain that the videos are too long. So as you can see right here, we're actually wicking below the green box right now, which historically happened only once. Well, technically it happened here in 2015, but it went below right here in 2011, which is like basically the first cycle. And now we're going even below right here. It's difficult to see. Let's just make it maybe 3 years. Then it's going to be maybe, yeah, there we go. That's better. So we're actually going like really deep right now. So this is like historically, a super incredible buy signal for Bitcoin. So again, good time to long? Maybe. Just again, as I said, watch this video till the end. So then I wanted to also show you this chart right here, which is going to show you us the realized loss. So how many people are actually realizing their loss. And it's like, it could be a signal of capitulation that, people are just throwing in the towel and saying that's it. So let's shake out, so to speak, which is usually followed by a rally, by a bull market. And we're going to see that this is what happened here. And here also we had the capitulation spike here, and now we're having like the biggest, take a look at it, we're having the biggest spike in realized losses that I've seen in the last years. So let's take a look at a bigger chart. Let's take a look maybe 5 years, and we're gonna see that, look, this is the biggest realized loss ever. So this is absolutely huge. Like we saw some huge realized losses here, but it's nothing compared to this. Well, it's obvious because the amount of money in the market, etc. So it's a much bigger capitalization, but nonetheless, so this just shows us that we are, potentially in this capitulation zone, which is going to be followed by consolidation and then a bull market. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. And certainly a lot of people are going to be also talking about the fear and greed index that it's currently at, let's go to 1 year, that is currently consolidating for a very, very long time at the area of 10, which is extreme fear. So it's also, the last time when we had so much of consolidation in this area was basically 2018 in this region. It was followed by a bull market as well here in 2020. I think it was again the COVID crash and then a bull market, and again consolidating for a very long time. So even in accordance to crypto fear and greed index, we are having this kind of a potential for a bull market. Then we can certainly say that, whales are accumulating, and a lot of accumulation is happening from the whales for sure. Then we can also go to, for example, take a look at the amount of Bitcoin longs and look at Bitfinex. The amount of longs is just going through the roof. You would think that they would decrease, but no, they're actually going up and up, which is absolutely insane. So this is also a bullish sign, right? So we could actually say that this is very bullish. However, at the same time, I still feel like we have to talk about the negatives, and the negatives that can actually overpower the current positives that we've just been talking about. So if we're going to look at the on-chain data, there's huge accumulation trends and all of that. So it's looking really appealing for a big long trade. And certainly, we can see some kind of bounces on the way. So if you want to be taking a long trade, you can take it over in Bybit if you're risking it. But me personally, I will not take a long trade right now. All I'm going to do is accumulate Bitcoin. But let me tell you exactly why I'm not going to be longing Bitcoin with leverage. Because for me, right now, it makes no sense for one simple reason, that when we're going to go to the bigger time frame and we're going to see, for example, the COVID crash right here. So why did it go down in such a spike and then went up? Because the Fed started printing a shit ton of money to actually support the economy that was already broken. But anyway, so there was, the money printer was on, a lot of money was flowing to the market, and of course it was flowing to high risk assets. But what are we seeing right now? So technically, if the Fed would say like, oh yeah, I mean, we need to turn on the money printer, then yes, this would definitely be the moment I would be longing all in. But will the Fed do it? We are currently at the mercy of Fed. We already know it. And the thing is that if we're going to go to this one right here, number one, we'll talk about this a bit later. So again, inflation pushes Fed to consider bigger rate hikes than ever in the last 28 years. And for that, we also have to take a look at what the people are thinking is going to happen at the meeting tomorrow. Because the Fed meeting is today and tomorrow, but tomorrow they're going to announce the interest rates. And the scales have tipped almost fully in favor of a 75 basis point rate hike. So they're going to be hiking rates in a much more aggressive way. So it's actually the opposite of turning on the money printer to support the economy. So it's going to be, again, very bad for high-risk assets, and especially that the meeting that I'm talking about is happening today and tomorrow. So tomorrow, and mark this in your calendar, guys and girls, at I think it's 2:30 Eastern time. Tomorrow, the Fed is going to be announcing the decision, and also we want to hear what Jerome Powell is going to say. And maybe if he's going to say something good, as you know, like we're going to rate hikes and then we're not going to bring the economy into recession, we're going to start printing money again in 3 months. You know, if something crazy like this, which I really doubt is going to happen, but if it does, then I would entertain a long trade because it's going to bring a lot of relief to high-risk assets. But I really doubt it. I think that potentially they're going to say something that bad that the market can actually dip even more. Well, I don't know if it's going to go that down, that deep. But anyway, I'm not really seeing any kind of move upward right now just because of these things. And plus, on top of it, we have this situation with Celsius Network that has frozen its withdrawals, and it seems like they might actually go bankrupt because they're actually over leveraging right now and trying to fix this whole situation, and it's just not looking very good. So if they're going to start dumping a lot of the coins and a lot of the reserves that they have into the market, it's also going to have a lot of down pressure on the markets, on the cryptocurrencies as well. So before Celsius actually comes to any kind of a conclusion, and before the Federal Reserve starts, this more aggressive quantitative tightening and more aggressive rate hikes, and until we see the effects of that in the markets, and I showed you the charts before, usually when the Fed breaks everything inside, because when they're going to be hiking the rates like crazy, they're going to bring the economy into the recession, and that can actually affect us in a very bad way, and we can actually go lower. And once they're going to actually announce that, okay, we brought the economy to the recession, the job levels are going down, so it's all looking very, very grim. Now we're gonna again turn on the money printer and we're gonna, stimulate the economy again. So once they pass the stimulus bill, this is gonna be the time when we can say we're gonna have some kind of relief rally, maybe to 30K, 35K, and guess what? I don't think it's gonna come earlier than next year. So at the best case scenario right now, and these are the price targets, at the best case scenario, we might be at the bottom, maybe. So we're gonna, just jog along and do something here. In my opinion, maybe I'm wrong. Again, this is not financial advice. In my opinion, this is the best case scenario. The worst case scenario, Jerome Powell is gonna say some crap, and then we're gonna actually go even lower. And all of those long Bitcoin right now are gonna get liquidated, despite us seeing the on-chain data, which looks beautiful. And historically, RSI, all of that looks great. I know, I agree. So we have this kind of a small pullback, but it's not enough for us to even put our capital at risk, in my personal opinion. Because remember, this situation, the macroeconomic situation, and just overall geopolitical situation was very different. That's why we saw this straight line upward. I'm not seeing this happen anytime soon right now. Remember that there is a 40% discount on my famous trading learning programs. Links in the description and in the pinned comment as well, because right now we're running a 2-year anniversary of university grade trading education. And if you want to become a professional trader and learn how to do all these things properly yourself, then this is your chance to join with an insane 40% discount, limited to only 500 seats. I'll see you at the lessons, and I'll see you in the next video as well. Bye-bye.